Okay, so for this one, you can always get slope if you have any 2 points. So sometimes you'll have the graph, and you can do the rise over run. But sometimes you don't want to make a graph. Sometimes you don't have it. You just have the points. So if that's what you have, you apply the slope formula, and the slope formula just shows rise over run in another way, and that's y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is just using the coordinates from the 2 points. So what you got to do is, given any 2 points, the first step is to identify which one will be your first one and which one will be your second one. It never really matters. Some coordinates will give you easier numbers to work with for the math, but I typically just take the first one and label it. So this will be x1, and this will be y1, and then my second point will be x2 and y2. We know the x comes for the y, because first you get your x and everybody asks you y, and we set up the formula. So m equals y2, so we'll go 15 minus, it's always minus, y1, which is 3, which is divided by x2, which is 8, minus x1, which is 5. Got it all set up, and now you just simplify and do your math to find out what slope is. 15 minus 3 is 12, divided by 8 minus 5 is 3. That reduces to a nice, easy, positive 4. From that, you can do what you gotta do. For this one, same deal. Maybe we get twisted up and we call this one x1, and this one y1, and then we call this one over here x2 and y2. You'll see that it doesn't matter. You can go ahead and try it the other way and try to prove me wrong. But we're going to get m equals 0 minus negative 8 divided by negative 1 minus negative 5. Now, you'll notice that you see these minus signs. You want to substitute with parentheses just to help you out with that. But whenever you do see like a negative, minus, or a subtract a negative, you're adding the opposite, so this turns into addition. And that's always going to hold true. So we will do the math, simplify, we get 0 plus 8 is 8, over negative 1 plus 5 is positive 4, and our slope reduces to a nice positive 2. For this one, same deal, label x1, y1, x2, y2. I recommend doing this every single time, writing out the slope formula. So m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and now we substitute in. I get negative 10 minus 7 divided by negative 2 minus 3 equals, m is going to be negative 17 divided by negative 5. That's messy, that's sloppy, so I'll just leave it at 17 over 5. If I really wanted to reduce it, I could get something like 3.4 or 3 2/5, but I'm not going to do that. This is perfectly fine most of the time. One more. x1, y1, x2, y2. Do the math. We get m equals 10 minus 5 divided by negative 1 minus negative 1. Remember that add the opposite here. We add. We're going to do the math. We get 5 divided by negative 1 plus 1. If you owe me $1, pay me $1. We're even. You owe me nothing. That's 0. What happens when we divide by 0? We all lose our favorite pets. That's undefined. And undefined is a vertical line. There is no slope. So with these, find the 2 points, label them, plug them into the formula. This always works. If you have any questions, let me know.